Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royal tea. Victimology 101. Is Meghan Markle setting up the tell-all interview and book? And I say Meghan Markle and not Meghan and Harry because clearly this is what Meghan wants, and there is great dispute as to whether Harry is fully involved or whether Harry is in England right now and they're just waiting for the right time to divorce. I'm showing you this picture. This is the photograph where Meghan, after the 7-week leave of absence, Meghan was scheduled to meet with the Queen. She skipped it. She went to the London National Theatre instead for her patronage. She didn't tell anybody there what was going on. And when she exited, she was not wearing her rings. And she wanted everybody to see it. She put her hands, very clearly. Look, no rings. Okay, immediately following this, she sent the Instagram, the 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We're quitting the royals. You can't fire me. We're quitting. Okay, she immediately sent that, and then she immediately hopped on a plane and fled the country and has not been back to the UK yet. I have very wise viewers commenting that Meghan didn't quit. Meghan was fired. Okay, and this may actually be the moment. Meghan skipped the meeting with the Queen. She went instead to the patronage, pretended that nothing was wrong. Then immediately she sent the I quit. We're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And it's a rolling disaster. So there's two main things that I want to look at here. Okay, one is the victim narrative. They're clearly setting up Meghan. Clearly, then this is Meghan's pattern. Meghan is setting up the victim narrative. There's nothing legally stopping us from Sussex Royal, but we're not going to use it anyway because you have no jurisdiction outside of the UK. Okay, and there's talk that Jessica Mulroney is setting up Sussex Global. I'm hearing that this is unconfirmed. I haven't confirmed it. We can address that later because that's a thing. They also said that other royals are seeking employment outside of the royal family. In other words, capitalizing on the royal name and je ne sais quoi. This is a strike specifically against Eugenie and Beatrice, lesser royals. And then she even complained about the 12-month extension, where they're still getting 95% of their funding and they're getting their security. Everything is unfair. Even giving them gobs and gobs of money for doing nothing is unfair. Okay, so let's look at this. Is Meghan setting up I think Meghan is setting up the tell-all interview. And I want to look at book and public interview. Typically what happens is you write the book, okay, and then you do the press tour. Caitlyn Jenner, I don't know why Caitlyn Jenner is the first one popping to my mind, but Caitlyn Jenner, she wrote her book about, her transformation, and as soon as the book is published, then they go on the talk show circuit. So that's typically how it's done. You write the book, then you go on the talk show circuit. So which is coming out first? Because it's hard to write a book. I personally have written some books, and it's hard work. Not many people can write a book. It takes a lot of concentration and effort. So which is coming out first? The book or the public interview, or both? I just want to kind of see what the cards want to say about a book or the public interview. Because, Ellen DeGeneres is allegedly first in line to interview Meghan. And that's another question. Is Harry going to jump in and say negative things about the royal family? Because that's it. I mean, for Harry. Book, interview. Wow. Look at that. So which is more likely? The interview is obviously easier. You show your face. You've got someone helping you, a tremendously seasoned professional like Ellen. Boy, if she doesn't know the right questions to ask and how to put you at ease, and she's got this audience and this voice, boy, that's out of the box. It's ready. It's ready made. It's out of the box. So the interview, joining. Okay, are we going to see an interview? Joining. Twos are contract and joining, a close personal joining. This direction, 9 and 3, 12, 3 spades. 2 threes and a joining. 3 is building actions. You're starting. 2, you put it together. 3, you're starting to build on it. So we got 2 threes and a 2. Okay, and this is why I like playing cards. Okay, because they speak in numbers. Okay, and if you look at the Bible and all of that, that goes down to gematria, which is all numbers. And, some of the great philosophers were just mathematicians. And I like math. I'm a CPA. So, anyway, this is definitely on the table. The interview, boy, this is just easy as pie. Just the road, they greased the wheels on the interview already. This is definitely here. Okay, this is available. It's out of the box. You say the word, Meghan, I'm putting you on tomorrow. Okay, that's the interview. What about the book? Karmic Shift, Karmic Relationship. Okay, and the scourge here is about, it's an interview about all the conflict. They're treating us so bad. They forced us out of the royal family. It's bigotry and sexism. They didn't know I was a woman. And then they found out I was a woman and they kicked me out of the royal family. Yeah, that happened. No, it didn't. Everybody knows you're a woman. Okay. What about the book? Karmic Relationship, Karmic Shift, Straight Razor, cutting big change in the permanent relation. Cutting and big change in the permanent relationship. 7, 2 clubs. Well, we have a 2 here. We have a 2 here. We have a 2 here. So the book is definitely on the table. This is a contract. 2 clubs is the contract book. This is much more personal, okay? And that's how an interview goes. The interview, it's very personal. You show your face, you cry a little bit, you jab yourself with something sharp and you go, ow, and you cry, and you talk about how mean everybody is to you. It's very personal. A book is ink on paper, okay? And you can really get into detail with a book, but it's not as much of an emotional narrative as, and that's what this is saying. This is an emotional narrative. The face-to-face interview is a very emotional narrative. This is more of a contract about, okay, so this is saying, gosh, they treated me really bad. There's just a big change in the relationship and they cut me out of the royal family. They treated me really bad. So they're both on the table. The book and the interview are both on the table. The interview, right out of the box. You say the word, you're on Ellen tomorrow. Okay? I don't know if it's going to be Meghan and Harry on Ellen, okay, or the interview program, but we'll see, and I'll ask that question. What's hiding underneath? 4-leaf clover, opportunity, sweet opportunity, 7, 2 clubs. We get 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Contract is showing up everywhere. Okay, so this is an opportunity and to put a face on it, to write the narrative. They're always writing the narrative. And the narrative that Meghan is writing is Meghan is a victim. Meghan is one of the richest, most famous people on the planet, and she's a victim. Okay, and people aren't buying it. I have to ask, okay, the rings. Was Meghan fired? Okay, that was the last straw. And the Queen was like, you didn't show up for this meeting? You think you're not going to show up for just a meeting with me? And you're going to act like you are in charge? You know, and it's not one-step process. It's not like you're fired. It's more like you're no longer going to be scheduled for anything. And Meghan immediately sent the famous Instagram. You know, we're gonna redefine what it means to be a royal, and then all the rest of it followed. All of the rest of it followed, and they were essentially kicked out of the royal family. So was Meghan actually fired? Okay, you're redundant, Meghan. We just can't use you. You just keep creating problems. And that's a true statement. Was Meghan fired here? Is that what we're seeing? Was Meghan fired? Okay, and she just flipped out and sent that. Wow. Oh my. Look at that. And this is the 4 diamonds is very similar to the 10 diamonds. Very, very similar. But the 10 diamonds is very specifically the royal family card. So was Meghan fired? Underneath, okay, hidden from view. Bad ending, kicked out of the royal family. The worst possible ending, kicked out of the royal family. 28, 7 spades. Secretly, this was a terrible ending and they were kicked out. So yeah, fired. This literally says fired. So underneath, in the hidden situation, fired. What's on the surface? The Instagram, mustard seed, Queen of Spades, all kinds of problems in the family. 5 and 12, 17, 5 hearts, reacting to problems in the family with the Instagram. So all we saw on the surface was this Instagram, Meghan and Harry. Okay, but Meghan sent it and then fled the country and left Harry to clean it up. And we've not seen Meghan in the UK again. So this does say, on the surface, we saw the Instagram, we saw her reaction, we saw her send the Instagram, but underneath, she was kicked out of the royal family. So she was literally fired. That is interesting. I have to know, will Harry participate in this tell-all interview? Okay, is Harry going to participate in the tell-all interview and slam the royals and the Queen and end Harry as we know it? Is Harry going to participate in the tell-all interview if it happens? When and if it happens? Because it's ready to go. I have the no. That's an interesting throw. On the surface, will Harry participate in the tell-all? Sun reveals everything. All the secrets are revealed. Full stop. 17, 5 hearts, reacting to circumstances. This can say, revealing all of the secrets completely ends Harry. Okay, as a royal. He's just no longer going to be Harry, and he's poisoned himself. Meghan has succeeded in gaslighting him to the point that he's just poisoned himself and there's no way back. That's what that can say. Or it can say, no, he won't reveal the secrets. No, he won't reveal the secrets. No, he won't reveal the secrets. So this can be read 2 ways. I'm not sure what it's saying yet. Underneath, we have the devil. We have the executioner. The executioner is very organized. The devil is very arbitrary and vengeful. 24, 28, 31. 8 clubs to the whole world. Okay, so cutting the foundation, working together to cut the foundation, and they will do anything. Just really vicious, an organized, vicious attack on the royal family and the name of the royal family and what was done. So will Harry do it? Organized, vicious attack on the royal family. Meghan often, whenever we read Meghan is always, the devil's always coming up. She'll do anything. Okay, and she's very vengeful. She's very arbitrary. She's kind of like, a little bit of a terrorist. You don't know what I can do, and she'll do it. And this latest posting to SussexRoyal.com, where she's complaining about everything and casting aspersions on the Queen, she's crossed the line. That's devil energy. She'll do anything. I'm not positive if Harry will do it. I tend to read it the second way, that no, he won't reveal all the secrets. No, he won't reveal all the secrets. And if he doesn't, there's still a way back for him. And people are really noticing, and you're just seeing this in the mainstream media. People are saying, what are you doing, Harry? What did you give up your prince, your titles for? What are you doing? Why? What are you trading for? And you didn't accomplish any of the goals. You say you want privacy. You say you want to protect your family. You're not accomplishing any of these things. In fact, you're doing the opposite. You're going from the frying pan into the fire, and you're going to have to live a more public, less protected life than ever before. So is the worst yet to come? Okay, people are saying, you have not seen anything yet. The worst is yet to come. Is the worst yet to come, or are Meghan and Harry going to pull back from this precipice in the near term? Mercury, finger of God. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, is the worst yet to come or pull back? It's very red. Look how red this is. Red is generally positive. You see and the hearts and diamonds are fast and positive. Something coming from outside, communication coming from outside, 16, 17, reacting to the circumstances. They're public relations people. They're very aware of what people are saying, and they have people watching even the Magi channel and what I'm saying, which is kind of incredible because I'm small. I'm a little tuber. Okay, so I think people outside, they're going to get a lot of people to their defense. Okay, they always get people defending them. The Clooneys. Oh, stop picking on Meghan. Oh, the 5 anonymous friends. The crying hairdresser. Stop it. Stop. You're so mean. She likes to cook food for you and she wipes everybody's feet off and she's, we sit by the fire and drink tea. So I think that's what's about to happen. A bunch of people are going to come to their defense. Okay, which is what they always do, which is what Meghan does. That's not what Harry does. She even got Harry to do that in the beginning. He was saying ridiculous vitriolic things like, stop being so bigoted towards Meghan. And everybody's like, who's Meghan? And that was literally, this was before anybody even knew who Meghan was. And she was, getting him to say things like people are picking on Meghan. And everybody's like, there's somebody named Meghan, associated with Harry. And it was a trick. It's a trick. So that's what they're going to do here. They're going to get people to defend them. I wonder who it is. They've been moved over to the politician arena. Underneath, very public, very wise decisions. 17, 5 hearts. Yeah. So they realize that this is a mistake, that they pushed it too far, and they're gonna pull back from here. The worst is not yet to come. Immediately following this, they're gonna pull it back because they have to be the victims. Okay, this is a victim narrative. They have to be the victims. If they push too hard, too fast, well, then people are not gonna believe that they're victims. So they're aware of this, and they see this, and they're gonna pull back from here. And people are gonna defend them. I wonder who's going to come out in defense of them. People are saying that Marcus Anderson is a chief advisor to Meghan. People are saying that Marcus Anderson is living with Meghan. Marcus Anderson is a full-grown man, and he has, he's very busy being bisexual and homosexual and living his life and, living his best life and everything. The man is busy. I don't think he has time to go live with Harry and Meghan. But let's just ask the question, is Marcus Anderson a very close and personal chief advisor to Meghan at this point? Because if he is, that's an enemy in the camp. He's not trying to help Harry. This is another person stacked against Harry and inside, working from the inside. So is Marcus Anderson a chief advisor to Meghan at this point? 5 spades. 6 diamonds, 2 spades. Okay. 2s are the union cards. 8s are everything. Alrighty, is Marcus Anderson a very close and personal advisor to Meghan at this point? 2 spades. No, the broken. There's many people involved, and we have blocked and broken. Right now, I think the relationship between Meghan and Marcus is not wonderful. And she kind of chats up with everybody. She's one of these people who takes a poll. She's triangulating. She's seeing who's on her side. She pitches it to Oprah, she pitches it to Elton John, and Elton's like, yeah, that's a great idea. And Oprah's like, no, that's a really dumb idea. And she's taking a poll. Okay, and she's triangulating, and that's how she makes her decision. She's always getting people on her side. She got Piers Morgan on her side, and she really wooed him, and she had drinks with him, and Piers is like starry-eyed, and gosh, she's so charming and beautiful, and she smells nice. I wonder what that scent was that she was wearing, and then she ghosted him and never saw him again. That's a perfect example of triangulating, getting people to help her, and then once she's done with them, she dumps them. So that's the 6 diamonds. She has a lot of people, and Marcus is one of these people, but right now, it's kind of not really happening with Marcus. So I do not confirm that Marcus is very closely involved with Meghan right now. Okay, what's hiding underneath? Cornucopia, City. City's a stranger card, Scourge. So we have conflict, we have broken relationship, we have roadblock, 16, 19, 5 clubs, 2 or more options. No, she's chatting with other people right now, and she and Marcus are kind of in conflict right now, and that could be anything. Okay, it could be anything. And the less rational somebody is, the more difficult it is to even know what the conflict is about. They may not, it may be something really specific, or it may just be like, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what's upsetting her. And I don't even know what's upsetting Marcus. They just seem upset right now. All right. Let's review. So obviously there is a victim narrative being written. Which is it? Are we looking at a book? Are we looking at the TV interview? Well, the TV interview is plug and play. It's ready, and it's ready to go. It's ready to go, and it's hot. Okay, and it could come any day. The book is a little harder, but the book is there too. 2 clubs, 2 hearts. This adds 2 clubs again. 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 2 clubs. So both are very much on the table, and typically you make your album. Okay, if you're a musician, you make your album. As soon as you cut that album, you go on tour to all. So they work together, hand in glove. So both are on the table. And this is a great opportunity to write the narrative. Was Meghan fired? Yes. She was cast out and a terrible ending from the royal family. She was fired. And on the surface, all we're seeing is trouble with the family, and she reacted by seeing the Instagram. So this is a perfect description of what happened. On the surface, we just saw the Instagram and Meghan saying, we quit. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But really, they were fired. She was fired. She was fired. The Queen says, we have no more use for you. Is Harry going to participate in the tell-all book? It's not clear. I prefer to read this as no, he will not reveal all the secrets. But it's going to get really, really, really ugly, and he really needs to not be involved with that. Is the worst to come, yet to come, or are they going to pull back? They're very aware of the PR and what the people are saying, and even what the Magi is saying. They're going to pull it back, and they're going to get people to defend them. You're mischaracterizing what Meghan and Harry said. That's unfair. Stop it. That's what they're going to say. Is Marcus Anderson a very close personal advisor to Meghan and Harry right now? No, not right now. Okay, it's a little bit frosty right now with Meghan and Marcus, which is good because Marcus is not someone trying to help Harry, and Harry needs an intervention. Free Harry. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.